Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Sumukascha ekadantascha kapilo gajakarnakaha. Lambodharascha vikato vignarajo vinayakaha. Dhumaketurganadhyakshaha Kalachandro Gajananaha. Vakratundaha Surpakarno Hirambaha Sandapurvajaha. Suklam Varadharam Vishnum Sasivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyayet Sarvavignopasantaye Yasyat Virada Vaktradhyap Karishadhyap Parastatham Vignam Nidhanti Tatatam Vishvatsenam Tamasraye Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Satchidananda Rupaya Krishnaya Aklishtakarine Namo Vedanta Vedhyaya Gurave Buddhi Sakshine Krishna Dvaipaya Namvyasam Sarva Bhuta Hiteratam Vedabchabhaskaram Bande Samadhi Nilayam Munim Sahasramurte Purushottamasya Sahasranetranana Padabahoho Sahasranamnam Savanam Pratastam Niruchyate Janma Jaradishantyai. So Sridhar, Sridhar, Srinivasas, Srinidhi, Sridhibhavanaha, Sridharas, Srikaras, Shreyas, Srimam, Lokatrayasrayaha. Now, you look at Srivasas, Srinivasas, and two things comes there. We go to the previous Slokam. He says Sri Vatsavakshaha, right? Then Sri Vasaha. Then, and the next Slokam, it says Sri Nivasaha. So, how beautifully it is. We covered that, right? Okay. So, next one is Sridharas, Srikaras, Shreyaha, Sriman, Loka, Traya, Asrayaha. Okay. So, we Sridharaha. Dharam means the Dharayati iti dharmaha. Dharam means the something that supports. That the crude English word is bear, but it's not bear. It is much more than bear. One who is carrying it. You can call it that way. So, Sridharaha, one who has got Bhagavan, Sri Mahalakshmi in the way we understand it. Immediately Mahalakshmi means we think of this beautiful lady, and money and all that. It's much, much more than that, right? And the Jagan Mata, he carries her on his chest that we saw that. So Sri Dharaha. Okay. Then Sri Karaha. Now, for Adi Bhagavad Gita says, for those who worship him, Swami says, Mam Namaskuru, one who, even if I don't worship him, even if I don't even acknowledge him and don't even care for him, like I care for so many other things in life, but I don't really care for Bhagavan, right? And I love so many other things in life, but I don't love Bhagavan. Even in spite of that, he gives me Sri Karaha. So not only for the people who worship and who do Aradhana, as Sankara Bhagavad says, okay, and even for those, my humble opinion, for those who don't even worship him, he grants all that. How is that possible, sir? What is happening? Actually, Swami says, I don't do anything. This is what Bhagavad Gita also says. He says, Sakshi, one part he says, and he says, Akaraha, Karmam, Vikarmam, and Akaram. There are three types of karmas are there. Akara means there is no action. Okay? And the actionlessness is not what it is. There's really no action, period. Only when there is action actionless. So this is beyond that. So when Bhagavan is like that, how can he do all this? So the Swami says, I've just done you only one thing. Okay, I've given you buddhi. Okay, for a man is not a human being, right? Buddhi, right? And because I've given you this additional faculty of buddhi, which is vivekam, discrimination, okay, the ability to know right and wrong, the ability to know dharma and adharma, right? The ability to do the right thing and not do the wrong thing, right? That kind of the faculty we have, we all have that, right? And we call it the talk of conscience, whatever you want to call it. But we have that. Because he has given us that, the freedom of, not freedom of choice, the limited freedom, that ability to choose, he also says, yes, whatever you do, there is also a corresponding law that he has established, which is for every action, there is a reaction. That's all. So, Sri Karaha, even if I don't worship him, okay, putting it on the other side, what happens if I have done good deeds? Okay, I may not think of God as per se, but somebody is suffering, immediately my heart responds to it. Okay, so whatever good deeds that I have done, they also come back and give their rewards, their results. So the next question comes, we were talking to somebody yesterday, how come, some people, they work very hard, do all good things, but they don't seem to get what we call in our language any reward, suitable reward. Whereas some people, they don't seem to do anything, all of a sudden money keeps on coming to them. I mean, we see in our life. It's a classic question, right? But, and as Hanuman says, tells Ravana, right? So don't be too proud that, you've got all this wealth and kingdom and sitting on top of a throne. This is all because of the result of all the good deeds you have done before. Now all the bad deeds you have done also they're going to pay, right? That's what Sri Karaha is. Okay. The other thing is, the same way, Bhagavan says, I also give you rain, I also withhold rain. You must understand that. Both are very important. You also give cold as well as gives you heat, right? So both are opposites are always there. But through another way, the Sri Karaha takes place, at least I know in my life for sure, is that when you don't get something that you want, that itself is a huge wealth. Because that is knowledge, that is wisdom, that is the strengthening of your mind, the mental faculty, the resilience. They are all wealth, not only money. Money makes many wrongs. Always remember that. Very few people have, at least in my life, I've come across, and through our Puranas we can see how that is what Kali actually does. People all succumb to the attraction and lose their balance in the terms of in the face of money, in the face of power, in the face of fame, right? Whatever, what we call as achievements or whatever. So how do you give Sri at that point? Sri is also mean not only wealth, but also the wisdom, the knowledge, isn't it? So Bhagavan, to really look at him and relate to him, as we say, as somebody was using a modern corporate jargon to me the other day, and I felt quite amused. Said, "Thank you for reaching out to me." I said, "What is this reaching out?" That is everybody uses that, And so if I reach out to Bhagavan, for example, okay, then you will find that Bhagavan is all the time giving us only stream. There's not a moment when he is not. There's not a kshanam when the tree is absent. Very important, right? And that's a beautiful thing that takes place in each one of our lives. Please remember that, okay? Where, for example, you're disappointed in something, whether it is people's behavior or results not the way you want or whatever it is, then disappointment we have. Then you go through that, then all of a sudden the knowledge thing, it comes to you at some point in time. For everybody will learn this sooner or later through personal experience, not through books. Books doesn't stay. Book knowledge doesn't stay. Personal experience stays. So what do you oh my God, why do I get the disappointment? Because I'm expecting something. Isn't it? Because only when there is expectation, there is disappointment. Then you say, oh, maybe then I should not expect. Then how should I lead my life without expectation? See, these are all knowledges. These are all Sri Karaha. So continuously Bhagavan is teaching. When I become proud, fine. He gives a long rope. Bhagavan always gives a long rope. Amazing. And in our scheme of time, and in our relation to time, it's a long rope, okay? And but then you get a knock on the head sooner or later. Then you realize the knowledge comes. As happened to a good friend of mine. Up to the age of 50, he was outgoing all this. All of a sudden, something happened in his life. And then he visited with me, and then I said, don't worry, Swami will definitely take care. And we talked about it. And then things happened, and he's amazed. He's completely changed. He says, yes, there is presence of Bhagavan has to be felt sooner or later in life. It will happen to everyone. Doesn't matter how high you fly, it will happen. And so that is Sri Karaha. And how can you put a value to this? Priceless. Right? So, Sri Karaha. So, Sridhara, Srikara, Sreyaha. Now, I think these are all not different from each other. They're all one and the same. Then next question is, why is he doing that? Why is Bhagavan giving me wealth all the time? Wealth, again, please, I again repeat, because we are taught to think wealth equal to money. No, as somebody was telling me yesterday, went to the, I should not mention who it is, but and there was a feeling, young lady was feeling kind of apologetic. They moved into a new house, and they said, "Mama, sorry, house is very small and all this." I said, "What?" Okay. I said, "No, don't worry about it. Your heart is large enough. That is more important." So now you think back. Why is it so important for us to have a large house? Why? Think for a second. What is happening? Why? I'm telling you from my personal experience, okay? The Avatar Purushan who came and disappeared, he was living in a very small room. The whole Jagat Prabhu, the one who owns the whole Prapancham, was living in a very small room without any what we call our conveniences like AC. And I was amazed. And that knowledge dawned on me when I was in Brazil. I said, what is that? I was in a very luxurious hotel. I said, what? I am living like this? And Bhagavan, see, we must relate ourselves to Krishna and Rama whom we read. Okay? How they all lived. So that paradigm shift, that mind changes like that, that itself is a huge Sri. Now, Bhagavan, as he says, and whatever he says, he carries out. Okay? And if I want to be divine in my life, first of all, I need to be human. I must become human first. Okay, even though I've got a human form. But what does it mean? I must be loving. I must speak the truth. Right? I must not harm anyone. All right. So many things are there, human qualities. Now, but if I really want to be divine, then I must act as Rama and Krishna and Bhagavan did, Swami did and all that. So if I do like that, then what difference does it make whether I live in a big house or a small house? Think about it. So these are the traps that we fall into. And then once we fall into the trap, we have to come out of the trap also. That also Bhagavan helps us come out. Right? Now, Sreyaha comes here. Sreyaha means one who does only beneficial things. So, what does this mean? So I've got so many difficulties in life, so many things are not happening right. All of us, everyone has got problems in this life. Not a single one who does not have. Everyone. And for that person, at that point in time, that problem is big. 10 years later, that problem may not be there, may not be big. But that moment, so that sensitivity I must develop in life. Always be sensitive to others' sufferings. Like the way if my small toe gets hurt, I immediately feel. If my brain gets hurt, that's another thing, right? Doesn't matter. It's all one body. That is the truth. Now, if I can gear myself towards that way of living my life and slowly start experiencing it, it doesn't dawn just like that, but you have to train and practice, right? And then you find that whatever happens, okay, if the small toe gets hurt, what does it mean? That means it's also going to get better. It's healing, isn't it? If I get some difficulties in life, what happens to me? My mind becomes stronger. It becomes resilient, right? How do you get this? Right? The same way physically I have to do exercise in order to become fit. Mental exercises are important. So, Shreyaha, everything that happens in life is only good. It's only beneficial for me. If something happens to me in my life, that is for my benefit. If something does not happen to me in my life, that is also for my benefit. You understand? This is the truth. Now, next question is, you have to ask, what is benefit? Right? If it is for my benefit, what is it? Benefit simply means getting closer to the lotus feet. That's all it means. Now, what is it? Where is the lotus feet? Next question. You have to ask questions. In spirituality, you have to ask the right questions with the right attitude. Very important, okay? And then you find the lotus feet is there everywhere. Well, how come I'm not able to see it? That is what benefit is. But now, next question is, on the experience level, you say it is nothing but prema, nothing but love. So I must be more and more loving, less and less selfish. Selfishness is what is stopping me from experiencing Bhagavan. Okay, it's very simply put. So man minus selfishness equal to God. Put it another way. Put it very simple. So that Shreyaha, so everything he does for me to learn this lesson first mentally, then intellectually, all kinds of questions come. So how is it possible? So many questions will come in our mind. But believe, and that faith will get stronger and stronger. If you taste it, it doesn't matter. Then, because what do you want? You want the world or the Bhagavan? That's what the choice then you have to make. Right? Then, slowly, it starts happening. That is what Shreya. It happens in your life, in my life, in everybody's life without me asking for it. This is the greatness of Bhagavan. And this is how the nature of prema is. Because that is the nature of love. It only expands. It doesn't contract. So, and Bhagavan says, don't worry. Just like the ray from the sun, okay, they all go back to that. You cannot separate it from the sun. Like that, you and I, everybody are destined, not only destined in the future sometimes, it's a continuous process of getting back home without me doing anything. This is the important thing to understand. So then what do I have to do in life? If everything is taking place by itself, because Bhagavan's law of action and reaction is there, we call it karma or whatever it is, that is what all Swami says, whatever it is, there's got to be a reaction. It's simple. That's all. So with all that, so it's all taking place by itself. So what is my role? Is to think of Him. First acknowledge. The IP process has to be put in place, right? And so we have to give credit to it. Oh, okay. Then moment I start thinking of Him, then I must love Him. Then love Him more and more and more and more. That's all the job. So this is what's taking place in our life. So Shreya, Bhagavan, and the Bhagavan says, what is the Avatar Purushan does? Why all this Prakriti now? Because it's a playtime for him. He says, I need to have some fun, right? Or whatever it is. And then give love and receive love. We have covered that. But in that process, So also the most important quality that we read in Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam has got 10 characteristics. Okay? And out of the 10 characteristics, the most important one is Asreya. Asreya means protection. Sreyaha, Asreyaha. Means come. Come. Okay? That's the meaning. So, Asreyaha is one who protects. Now, next, let me explain very briefly, because it's a very important thing to relate to in life. But mother delivers a baby. Okay, who takes care of the baby? The mother. Right? The mother feeds, and all of this. We rear the child up and all that. So the parents are taking care of the child, we think. But where is the supporting ability, supporting tendency for the mother come from? That adharam of all the support we have. I'm standing on the ground not without falling. Bhumi is supporting me, whatever it is. But what is the essence? What is the basis of that support? That is Asreyaha. Okay, very simply. The example I'll share with you. I may have shared with you from my own life, but the question is what I'm sharing. Whatever Swami wants me to share, but I'm sharing. I was just about to there was a red light I had stopped in Saudi Arabia, second day after I reached there. I don't know if I mentioned it to you or not. My family had still not joined me. I was all alone. And I went to meet one friend that I knew before, had dinner at the house. I was coming. And I was going back to my place where I was staying at the time. So there was a red light, so I stopped. I was the first car on the red light, so I stopped. 2 lane, I was in the right lane, so I could take a left turn. So there was another car on my left side that was blocking the other view. So then red light turned green, and our normal tendency is to immediately go. That's why they trained in America, right? The green, okay, you go. Immediately I went and take a left turn. At that time, a huge black sedan, it looked like a devil. I mean, even when I recall it, that title there, came at tremendous speed and hit me. This was second day at 9 o'clock at night. And what happened? That moment, why I'm telling you, Bhagavan is so loving. I don't have to seek him. He is actually seeking me out. And that is his nature. And the car spun around. They hit right exactly where I was sitting on the left side, where the left foot is, where we put our left leg in the drive. It's all left hand drive. Hit there and spun around. And while everything happened just in a flash of a moment. And then I got down from the car and looked at, and all the other things happened. So next day, the police, we had to go to the police now. Then we go to the dump yard where the car was. Car was absolutely totaled. Absolutely. Now, what I want to tell you, I did not call out Bhagavan's name, O Sai Ram, and all at that moment. I did that after I got out from the car. But this Asreyaha was supporting. I got out without the slightest scratch. Okay? These things happen so often in people's life, but I'm just telling you it upcut to me, so I'm sharing with you. So we think we are doing something, but we are being supported despite our knowledge, despite ourselves. That support is Sreyaha. He is the one who gives that support fundamentally. If you may want a particular admission or a rotation, a medical resident here, student here. So you may or may not get it. That is besides the point. But what you get is the best for you. See what I'm saying? That's Sreyaha. Okay. Now, stream on. Lokatraya Asrayaha. That word Asrayaha comes. I'm so happy. So stream on. So stream on is a word that is very important. What does it actually mean? if you look at the Vaishnavas, I'm telling you what we think it is and what Bhagavan says it means. So I'll share both with you, okay? And we think Sriman or Sriman, so immediately we think of Sriman Narayana, okay? That means along with consort of Lakshmi, right? Then we can, and in our tradition, when we addressed a man, we say Sriman so and so, and Srimati so and so, right? The moment we say Sriman Narayana, immediately associated, consorted along with Lakshmi, we say. But we say Srimati so and so, what does that Sri mean? It cannot mean Lakshmi, right? So we have to think very carefully. But Sriman is a very important word, very important. It means blissful. That's all it simply means. Blissful. Bliss means not our worldly happiness, but bliss. And that comes from absolute contentment, no wants, no desires, where absolute peace is there. That is blissful. That is Sriman. Lokatraya. 3 lokas. What are the 3 lokas? There are so many ways, so many discourses have been given. But leave aside all the discourses for a minute. Okay? Because that is all book knowledge. Nothing is going to be gained by talking or by hearing or by reading. The transformation has to take place. Look, very simple test. See, you go to a fireplace. We all have fireplaces at home, or back home we have taken coal and then put and light it up, and then put some ghee or oil on it. Maybe we put that, right? Okay. Or even homam, we put ghee on it, right? Now, then the fire burns beautifully. But suppose if you put the same ghee on just ashes, what will happen? Will the fire burn? There's nothing there. We are like that. Why I'm saying that? Well, we means I'm not saying all of you, in the sense of generally I'm using. That's the test I have to employ in my life. Now, what is the ghee? Ghee is all this good spiritual things we hear, Bhagavad discourses we go to, and Slokams we recite, classes we come to, or read books. Questions are there, get the answers. That's all the geese. Okay? But is the fire burning inside? What is the test? Is it just ashes, or is it that coal that can burn? Right? That is my heart. If the transformation has taken place within me, that means the light is started to burn. Otherwise, it is all wasted. Right? Like pouring ghee on just ashes. So it's a test I have to employ. Now, what does the transformation mean? Think for a second. Sincerely and naturally and involuntarily, like nature is. Nature is involuntary. Okay? So, like that, I must realize and feel for others. I must literally live for others, not for me. That is what Bhagavan does. He lives for all of us. That's what every avatar Purushan, the lesson is only that. One common lesson that he can do. That's what I must emulate. Karishye Vachanam Tava. When Arjuna says that, okay, he also carried it out. So I must carry out Bhagavan's teachings. That desire, that yearning, that pull and push and inspiration must come. That is that burning. So till then, it is not even academic knowledge. It is no knowledge at all. Now, why I'm saying this, I don't know why I'm saying this. Honestly, it occurs to me to say, Lokatraya. So what are the 3 worlds? Okay, I have to immediately personalize it. What are the 3 worlds I live in? You know immediately. The moment you're able to personalize, whether we call it past, present, future, that's okay. That's it. Or Bhur Bhuva Swaha. What does Bhuhu Bhuvaha Swaha mean? No, you have to personalize this. Because the book may say one thing, but you have to personalize. The moment, especially the Bhur Bhuva Swaha, the moment you start personalizing it, then you can see the presence of Bhagavan expanding. Oh, with you. In all those three worlds. Okay? Right? Once you personalize it, there, Asraya, one who is giving Asraya, support, that is Bhagavan, Jagat Prabhum Deva Deva Manantam. All those things. See, that's how we must personalize Vishnu Sahasranamam. Good one thing to decide, very important. But the moment you start personalizing it, then it takes you to a different plane. You happy? Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om. Now, let's cover today Sridhar Sridhar Srinivasa Srinidhi Sri Vibhavana. That's last class. Today we did Sridhara Srikara Sreya Sriman Lokatrayasrayaha Samasta Lokaha Sukhino Bhavantu Samasta Lokaha Sukhino Bhavantu Samasta Lokaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om.